Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Monkey in the Morning. I'm your host, the Ranting Monkey. He's Jack. Say hi, Jack.
Hi, everybody.
Jack, how the hell you been? It's been a little bit.
Just been really busy and tired.
We got to talk at the end of the show the other day for about 10 minutes. But you been good?
Yeah, fine. How you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm happy if that helps.
Oh, good.
I have the internet out there, which keeps me entertained, even though it's entirely with irrelevant things. Jack, I was watching drama again today. I can't help it. I don't want to like this stuff. Does that help?
Not really, because you keep feeding it anyway. I don't want to murder people. That's why I buy knives.
I can't turn away. It's like a house fire or a car wreck. You got to watch. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I get it. I'll watch it occasionally. There's only so much of it I can kind of tolerate, though. You have a much greater tolerance for some of this nonsense than I do, but hey, whatever gets you through. We all have cope.
There does come a time where even I have to turn away and just like, all right, it's too much for me, and walk away for a week or so, come back and be like, oh wow, it's just gotten even worse.
Yeah, well, especially online, it's the gift that keeps on giving. It doesn't just go away like drama does in real life, where like eventually it just kind of sorts itself out and you move on with your life and do whatever. But online, this stuff can drag out for months
or years even.
Yeah. There's probably still people giving Jarbo shit for something he did 3 years ago. And to some extent, I get it, but at the same time, that level of dedication is well beyond my capacity for caring.
If somebody pops over there once in a while and makes a Boulder joke at him, that I understand. They like, hey, I should check in on Matt. I ain't seen him, and fuck it, we'll drop a Boulder comment at him. It's the ones who show up to everything he does.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that kind of dedication, I don't get.
It's weird.
That's personal vendetta. I don't blame you, Hammond. I'm just saying it's well beyond my ability to care because I'd give up after a while and be like, I'm moving on to something else. I also have a short attention span.
He says he's still giving Jarbo shit, but is it like literally on everything he does? Because there are people like that. Yeah. And that's the one that we're like, you might want to, get some counseling. I'm not your dad, but maybe some counseling's in order. That's really weird. For me, Hammond Bean's comment shows up over here on the StreamYards, but not in the YouTube chat.
Are you on live chat?
I'm on live chat.
Oh, that's weird.
That's really weird. I see the one that just popped up. The nope, it's like 2-3 times a year, but no, it's not on my other one. Huh? Weird. Yeah, I guess YouTube's like, his audience gets annoyed with him with not paying attention to chat anyway. Let's make it so he can't see part of it. That'd be fun.
Well, I mean, we should rule that out at this point.
No, considering they just were doing more stuff, and you can on the back end see that they were doing more stuff, Jack.
Yeah.
Every time they update, it's not Boomer. If you want, I can show you on the screen. It should be right above the comment from Lesser Logic that says true. Where's it at here? It is this one. Yeah. Right there on the screen. It should be right above this, and it's not there. See, it's not me.
Look at that.
Yeah. YouTube's just like, yeah, seriously, like, let's make it harder for them to communicate with their audience, because that's always a good thing. Why? Oh, because I still stopped sharing. There we go.
This whole internet thing's a fad anyway. It's due to go away any day now.
Lesser says it's on my screen. It was obviously on Jack's screen too, because that's where he would have seen it.
Yeah.
But for some reason, it's not showing up on mine. Thank you for that, YouTube. And you can see on there that I was on live chat. I have no fucking idea. Anyhow, so Jack, the reason we're talking about drama, first of all, did you see Ralphie was going to retire?
Yeah, didn't he have some blowout stream?
his wife didn't pay the electric bill yesterday.
Yeah,
And
I saw that whole thing, and I just kind of laughed at it, but
so,
that seems more like local incompetence, if you know what I mean, within the household, as opposed to anything else.
well, before he streamed today, he put out some tweets like, "Oh man, maybe it's not worth it. Maybe I should just retire." And yes, Ralph, you should just retire.
Yeah, but he doesn't have any job skills beyond that.
I mean, he can be El Gringo and start running shit in Mexico for people. I don't know. Uh, yeah, I honest to God, I don't know what else he would do because I don't even think Walmart would hire him if they did a simple internet search on him.
With the revenge porn conviction, I doubt they would.
Yeah, so he's like, it's been 9 years in the sector. I'm thinking, I don't even know if it's worth it anymore. And it seemed to come out of nowhere, really. I have my theories on what's going on, and we'll talk about it, sometime offline, Jack. But it was just funny, like bullshit. You have nothing else to fall back on. You've ruined every chance you've been given in life. What are you going to do? This isn't like, in the old days, Jack, where you could go to a new town and assume a new name and people would hire you for cash under the table. This is 2023. All they got to do is, your name's what? Ethan Ralph. Oh, fuck no. Hell no. Did you really put up internet porn to hurt somebody? Yeah, we're going to have to pass on you. Good luck on wherever you do land, sir. He's going to have to go pick fruits.
In Mexico, that'd be hilarious.
Snubber, thank you. Try to sympathize her way with rehab, and I say no, ho, no. We haven't got there quite yet, but yeah, and the other reason we're talking about this is because of Keffals, Jack.
Indeed.
Keffals is back in the news because she's entering rehab. She's entering rehab. She's going to take a 30 days to 45 days because she needs to go get off the drugs she's on.
Hold on. Entering rehab. Is rehab the name of a code name for somebody that came over to watch trains?
Probably.
Okay, just checking.
She says the drugs that she's on, her doctor told her she has to go into rehab, inpatient, otherwise it could kill her, which there are drugs that if you try to detox on your own, it's very, very deadly. Is she on those drugs? I don't know.
Did she say what drugs?
No.
Yeah, they call BS then.
She has claimed in the past on Twitter that she has been on what she calls hospital heroin. And there was somebody who came out online who said that she was on cocaine.
It's always cocaine.
I'm sorry, there's no way it's coke. There's just no way.
No, it's always cocaine. I watched the drug smuggling shows like Airport Security and Locked Up Abroad. On Airport Security, almost always cocaine. 99.9% of the time. Once it was like marijuana and once it was heroin. That was it. The rest was all cocaine.
Faithless says, trust the pathological liar. Ah-ha-ha. Ha-ha-ha. You're getting ahead of me. So this whole thing comes out of the blue. And if I'm being honest, it looks like a gay op set up by Keffals.
What? No. People do that?
Yeah, it happens from time to time. So we have to jump back in time, Jack. All right, we're back in time. Keffals is doing a stream where she says, and I quote, "I need to take a retard break." And she explains to the audience, I got to get away from you retards for just a second. And some of the more sensitive in her crowd took offense to this because that's being ableist.
Of course it is.
Yeah. Well, by the standard, it is being ableist, is it not?
Yeah, probably.
You can't say retard. That's ableist because retard. I don't share that view, but that is, that side. And she spent the last 2 weeks trying to fight that until 2 days ago. So on the 17th, she's still fighting it. On the 17th, she actually says, I'm not becoming Blair White or leaving the left. I'm simply not going to let the woke scolds control discourse in the trans community. If that makes me bleed followers, so be it. I would rather be sincere about how fucking stupid so many of you are than have Twitter clout.
Wasn't Keffals one of the people trying to direct those people at various points?
Yep.
So when they're useful idiots, is what she's saying there.
Yeah, except for like so many people have learned in the past that once you whip up a mob, you can't control them anymore.
Yeah.
So this is on the 17th. On the 19th, after a couple of days of silence, and weirdly, a whole bunch of stuff coming out about how Keffals is probably on drugs, often from people that are followers of hers. She puts out a statement telling people, I'm a drug addict, and it's really not cool that you guys are using it to like attack me. Thank you, Snubberth, who says, Grifter, I lost respect for Shu for humoring this idiot. Yeah, Shu on Head went on her show the other day. I haven't watched very much of it, but yeah. So on, I got to scroll forward to the 19th. But thank you for that, Snubber. I'm sorry, she did say a couple of things on the 18th because that is when she had her shoe thing. But on the 19th, we get this. After she's already been a little bit rude to people again. Regardless of how you feel about me, addiction is a disease. No one chooses to struggle with substance abuse, and it has been a lifelong struggle for me. Shaming people for it and mocking people for it does not encourage them to get help, get better. Please do better.
If it's not something you chose, how did the drugs get in you? Were you force fed them?
They live next door to Willie Nelson.
Oh, okay.
And Snoop Dogg, he's on the other side. This is Kyle. Thank you. Hello, chat people. Monkey and Jack. Have to Jack. Thank you so much for that feminist $12, my friend.
Hi, Kyle.
Yeah, so I've been to rehab in the past. I've been hospitalized for almost dying of overdose. I've seen doctors, therapists, and learned a lot of coping skills, except apparently how to stay off the drugs. The stigma around addiction has made it hard for me to open up about it, but I'm now seeing people mock me for it. If you want to see what I mean by stigma and addiction, simply look at the replies and quote tweets. There's a lot of people telling her, haha. I mean, that there's different ways that haha comes about, Jack, but it's all a lot of people going, haha.
Nelson. Haha.
So sorry. I'm currently looking into inpatient rehab. When I flesh my thoughts out, I'll post a video about or going into detail about all of this and the struggles that I've been having. She's got to look it up to see what struggles drug addicts have.
Oh, yeah.
She's got to get a story worked out so that she can say, I used to steal from my mom's purse for my habit. Because that's what all, after school specials show you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, she'll watch like the Saved by the Bell episode where Jesse's doing like, Adderall or, what was it, like, no dose. So it's like caffeine addiction.
Go back and do, what was it? Family Ties. Remember when Alex got hooked on the speed?
Yeah, that was just as over the top.
But he got off of it very well, and he never had an issue again, ever.
Yeah, no relapses at all.
But the reason I wanted to bring this up is because it's all nonsense, and I don't like liars, and I don't like that this fucking idiot's gonna Gonna skate by again, Jack. She's gotten herself into trouble. She's lost almost 40,000 followers on Twitter.
Wow.
In the last month. And it's actually only in like the last 2 to 3 weeks. She's lost significantly less than that on both YouTube and Twitch, but she has a much smaller following on each of those places. She's bleeding followers, and I even read you the one. I don't care if I bleed followers, and then 2 days later, suddenly like, yeah, guys, it's the drugs, man. It's the drugs. It's been the drugs. You've seen the people making fun of me for it, from shit she planted herself. You're saying Keffals is crying for attention. No. Not exactly. Not exactly. She's getting too much attention. She's trying to change the narrative. This is Bill Clinton blowing up an aspirin factory is what this is.
Yeah.
This is every celebrity we've seen do bad shit in Hollywood. Like, I need to go into rehab, whether it's sex rehab, alcohol, or drugs. They always have a fucking excuse where it's not that. No, it's not me. I have an addiction. That's the problem. Thank you, Snubbers. I don't know about skate. Trans aren't really on her side anymore. No, because she thought it would be a good idea to attack a trans person for attacking her for saying retard.
Yeah. Real quick. Thank you, Cryptic. For health reasons, my doctor said I should avoid trans fats. I'm going to miss Tumblr. That's accurate.
Stay away from TikTok, my friend. Lots of trans fats over there.
Oh my God. Yeah. It's amazing they don't allow you to film horizontally because of that.
Just so some of them can get their faces in the shot. I make fun of me for being an alcoholic. Yeah, I mean, I get you. I just don't believe this is real at all. At all.
Oh, of course not.
For the simple fact that it, one, doesn't couch with anything we've seen, and two, this is behavior they've been doing all along, but they're trying to push this narrative, Jack. Here's the story. You see, after she got swatted, this is actually part of the narrative. After she got swatted, she started using cocaine, and yeah, she just can't stop. Yeah, but she's been a horrible fucking piece of shit all along.
Right?
Cryptic, thank you. To people comparing Rachel Dolezal pretending to be black to Caitlyn Jenner being trans Rachel isn't the same as transgender. Thank you. And you're right, they're not the same. I mean, they are, but not exactly. So yeah, it is amazing to me. And look, Keffals isn't that big of a star, Jack, but people in entertainment, when they screw themselves over, when they say something stupid, I expect Don Lemon to come out with something like this any day now. Sorry, guys, it's the booze. You've seen me on the New Year's Eve specials.
Yeah, no shit. At least with him, it'd be kind of believable after those
Right.
New Year's Eve specials. Well, we have evidence.
But it's a catch-all, right? You get into some trouble you just can't get out of. It was the drugs. It was the alcohol. And in rare cases, it was the sex addiction, because we have actually seen that from people. Yeah. Tiger Woods. I really like sex. Yeah, that's normal. It's called human. It's called human. We all like it, Tiger. Keep your dick to yourself. Or kick the wife and get one who doesn't mind you spreading the dick around. I think it just did it again. I can see Sean over here with a comment about Keffals, and it's not in the YouTube chat. YouTube, what the fuck is going on?
It's some sort of back-end censorship thing, I guess.
Yeah, but if it was, you wouldn't be able to see it.
No, it's just doing it to you because you're the host.
Why is it censoring it for me?
I don't know. It seems to be censoring innocuous stuff.
This is asinine. Okay, so sincerely, guys, I know I don't always read all of the chat, but right now it's really not my fault if I don't see some of yours. YouTube hating on you. How you doing, BX Beast Boy? Well, seriously, man, when are you gonna come hang out?
Maybe you'll have to go into rehab for this.
Maybe. YouTube needs rehab. It really does, actually. It's kind of drunk most of the time.
Yeah, that's from all the constant surgeries.
But anyway, I didn't bring up Don Lemon on accident. That was what's called a segue.
Oh, the little bike thing you ride?
Is that really a bike?
I don't know. It's got wheels.
It's more of
Like
a scooter. I don't know.
I don't know. What the hell is that thing? What would you classify that as? It's like a retarded bastard child of one of them little running scooter things that kids have, and a bicycle. It's like weird. That's what happens when you legalize bestiality, Spain. You get freaks.
I'm just gonna run with that.
Yeah, you didn't see the article? Bestiality is no longer a big crime in Spain. They decriminalized it.
Somebody sent me that. I didn't read the article. I just saw the headline. Yeah. All right. This was kind of loud, so you're gonna have to let me know, Jack.
Here's a question I have for him.
It's a bit loud, yeah.
Megan, I like your voice fine enough, but damn, you're loud here, baby.
Yeah, she's kind of loud.
Do women matter?
50-50.
Are you talking about the volume or what she asked?
What she said.
Okay. So we're going to back it up. She's talking about Don Lemon. And damn you for making me defend him, lady.
Here's a question I have for him. Do women matter?
We're just going to stop right there. All right. I want to remind everybody, we watched it last night, and we've talked about it a couple of times. Don Lemon got in trouble for saying that women are in their prime from in their 20s, 30s, and 40s. And white women everywhere went, oh my God. Well, not white women everywhere. White women over 40 everywhere. Including on his show with him, Jack, as the chick to his right, screen left, is 40.
Oh, at least.
No, she's actually 40. I know this from an article.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Sir Adamantine Addy, thank you so much. Who says Gandalf or Monkey? Hello, sir. How are you? What he said has nothing to do with whether or not women matter. He was responding to Nikki Haley saying that politicians aren't in their prime usually when they're running for president, or we keep electing presidents who aren't in their prime. And he said, you got to be careful because a woman's prime is 20s, 30s, and 40s. And then he says, look it up. I didn't say it. It's on the internet. You can look it up. Now, we talked about this, Jack. If you look that up, what they're talking about is sexual and reproductive prime. Nobody's saying Don Lemon's not an idiot, okay? I want to get that clear. I'm not defending him not being an idiot. He's 100% a dumbass. But to take to what he said there and blow it up and be so hyperbolic about it to be, do women matter? Really? He just had a dumb opinion.
Yeah, he says dumb shit pretty routinely. Everybody's freaking out about this. You know why? Because he attacked women, the most protected class on the planet.
Do women matter? Do we matter? It shouldn't have to be that you were raped by a man or 21 women come forward alleging that they've been sexually harassed by a man or they've been inappropriately touched by a man. He
said women are in their primes in their 20s, 30s, and 40s, and she's talking about rape, Jack.
Maybe that's the prime age where they... I'm not finishing that sentence. Never mind.
Yeah, we'll be careful on that one.
I'm just gonna be quiet over it.
Fuck. Guys, we're brought to you by you. Hit that like button, the share button, the thumbs up button, and if you can, donate to Jack and myself. Links at the top of your chat. Give us money if you think women matter. Give us money if you think women don't matter. The big point being here, women do or don't matter. That's all I want to say.
And also give us money if you think women are overreactionary crybabies sometimes when it comes to women's issues, because feminism.
for their offense to matter. Because we have seen person after person get fired because they caused offense, mere offense, when it comes to race, when it comes to sexual orientation,
All right, let's stop for a second. She might be a little bit angry here because she kind of did get fired because of a race issue that was a non-issue. For those of you who aren't aware, she went to work for NBC after she left Fox. During a segment when they're talking about Halloween, she asked the question, well, why can't a little white child or whoever put on some face makeup to go with the character they want to play? Let's say they want to play T'Challa and not just with the Black Panther, actual what's wrong with the black face makeup? And everybody went, oh my God, she's for blackface. That's not what blackface is. She got screwed on that, but from every indication we've heard, they were trying to get rid of her anyway. They'd already had some issues with her for having the wrong opinions. So she's a little spicy on this, Jack, and I understand that.
That's a little too close to home. She can't separate it. I get it.
But just because you got screwed on it doesn't mean you should be wanting other people to get screwed on it.
Yeah, like you said, Don Lemon said something stupid. It's a day ending in Y. People are really, really obsessed on this point. The dude already got downgraded to the morning show. I'm pretty sure this is him trying to get out of his contract.
Oh, I am positive he's trying to get fired, to be honest with you.
Yeah, and he probably has enough millions. He could just go relax somewhere on a beach with his boyfriend and not do anything the rest of his life.
I think he wants to get fired to get out of his contract, to get out of a non-compete clause.
Oh.
Yeah. You get fired and non-compete isn't in play anymore. Then you can go work for somebody else immediately. They would snatch him up at MSNBC quick. Well, not anymore. Not after this one, but they would have before this.
Yeah, he'd probably just start a podcast with some moderate success and do that for a few years. I don't know. I'm sure he could get a job.
He go do a podcast with Cuomo because they think they're all that.
Yeah, Cuomo works over at News Nation now.
All right, back to Megyn and her making me defend this man.
It's mere offense when it comes to race, when it comes to sexual orientation, when it comes to gender identity. Does women's offense matter? Does it matter?
No.
Because this guy managed to piss off half the country. And
it doesn't matter. No, none of this should matter. None of that offense should matter. Somebody gets a little bit pissed off. I don't care. He didn't actually say anything sexist.
No.
He said something stupid.
Also, she's being hysterical here. I think her husband needs to calm her down.
Yeah, he needs to get in there and do some take care of that problem.
Yeah, clearly she's got some misalignment in her mommy bits. I don't know.
She's probably on her period, honestly.
Yeah, it's her tiny girl brains.
It's not her fault. Now that's sexist. Thank you, Keltrick. There's plenty of conversation to be had about Don and sexually inappropriate behavior, but that has nothing to do with what Don said here. Exactly. Look, we talked about what Don said here. It's really fucking stupid. He's far off because Nikki Haley's talking about just the prime of life, and he goes to the sexual reproductive prime, which has nothing to do with being able to run for office. So yeah, he said something really fucking stupid. Thank you, Ham and Beans. This is the same crap that got her fired from Fox. Yes, it is. Because she went in so hard on Donald Trump over the grab him by the pussy comment.
Yeah. She's one of those people that gets catches a point and can't let it go. Just there's a time where you just have to be like, look, you said something stupid. Ha, ha, ha. All right, we're done with this topic.
Yeah, and it always seems to be on this feminist thing, too. Where she gets so personally offended. He wasn't being mean to you, woman. Anyway,
she's always been like that with the women's stuff, though.
And for the record, I like Megyn Kelly most of the time.
Yeah.
She does some good work. Some of her podcasts lately have been really, really good. But when it comes to this kind of shit, she gets so up her own ass over it. She forces me to be sexist and support Don Lemon.
Yeah.
I don't want to do either of those things, Jack. I'm a feminist at heart.
I'm really not, but I think it's funny. So I will say mean things because it's funny. Beyond that, I don't really give a shit. I just think she's kind of up her own ass on the feminist stuff. She gets real rah girl power, and
Hang
she's
on.
always been like that.
Shroom says no monkey. It was the she's bleeding from everywhere comment. It wasn't bleeding from everywhere. It's bleeding from somewhere, wasn't it? Isn't that how he said it? But you have to remember that all comes from the grabbing of the pussy and the Donald Trump being accused of being inappropriate with women. That leads to the comment during her question during the debate, and it leads to Donald Trump's comment from there.
Yeah, she gets this thing where it's almost like a feeling of inadequacy. You know,
Maybe.
like she's trying to cover for something. I don't know, but it's always about women whenever she gets major controversies. And this is just dumb. She's getting all bent out of shape about stuff he never said or never implied. I don't know what she's doing.
All right. You want to see something funny with women? And in fairness to her, this isn't just her. You guys want to see something funny with women? Wait till you know a woman's on her period. If you live with them, you're going to know when their period is. And when they get just a little bit grumpy and you know they're a little bit grumpy, ask them, are you on your period? And they will get really mad. Now, 2 weeks later, do the same thing. And you will notice that she is much more sensitive on her period because women are really sensitive about that. They take more offense to it than we do. Even though you can show that, I mean, they are angrier on their period. Wouldn't you be? They're bleeding all the fucking time. I'd be fucking mad as shit.
Well, they have rage issues anyway.
If I had to do that shit, oh yeah, just give them chocolate. Yeah, absolutely. That is a good trick, ladies or gentlemen out there. If you're living with a woman and you notice she gets bitchy on her period, keep chocolate on hand. Just keep some hidden away. And when she gets a little bitchy, don't say nothing. Don't argue with her. Just go get some chocolate and bring it to her and give it to her and just walk away and say, I love you. That's all you got to do.
Emergency period chocolate.
Yep. Got to have it. Got to have it.
It's not left or right. It's male or female. And by the way, a lot of the men are with us.
A lot of the men are with us. No, they're not.
You don't have to be a Me Too supporter to be irritated and offended by what Don Lemon said.
All right. One more time. What Don Lemon said had nothing to do with Me Too. What the fuck are you talking about?
I remember when we used to lock them in the house for 2 weeks when they were on the rag.
Send them to the little cave hut, the period cave.
That was probably a good idea. Go to the bleeding hut. Come back when you're finished. So you're not crazy.
He said women are in their prime in their 20s, 30s, and 40s. And she's like, you don't even have to care about Me Too.
Well, she's on the tail end of that 40s area, so she's already a little bitchy.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Coming out of your prime there, Megyn? Is that what you're telling us?
This one's not.
She had her last period last Tuesday.
Jeez.
And I don't mean her most recent. I just mean her last.
Oh, God. Real quick. Thank you, understatement. No one is in their prime in their late 30s and 40s. Deal with it. Also, this is why women can't be leaders in your movements. Push hard enough and they cave, especially on women's issues. Women have a universal sisterhood and will always default to it. I actually agree with a lot of that. Because they do tend to get real bitchy about women's issues. It's just something ingrained in them in the last 30 years. Before that, women weren't this insane.
I am more offended by Don Lemon saying that there's no difference between between semi-automatic and an automatic, that it's just semantics, than I am about him saying something stupid that he read on the internet.
Yeah, because lots of people just look at the first search results and don't pay much attention to it. Avalon. It's just a thing people do, and I get it. Yeah, it's dumb, but it's not uncommon. So he said something stupid. So what?
I don't think I want to watch the rest of this. I'll throw it into chat for anybody who does. But yeah, she's making literally to the point of comparing it to rape.
Yeah, she's really been out of shape about this.
Really?
Really hyperbolic about something that was not connected to this. I don't know what her problem is, but she's grumpy about something.
She is indeed. I watched that and I'm like, you're making me defend this fucker. He's an idiot. I don't want to defend him. He's a dumbass, Jack.
Yeah, absolutely. He's lazy and he's stupid, and he obviously doesn't like his job.
Oh shit. I don't think. Hang on a second. I'm doing some background work here. I'm doing some
Monkeys do background checks.
Beast Boy, we don't follow each other on my main. I just followed you. Follow me and I'll toss you a link if you want to hang out tonight. Tall person, thank you. Hoy, y'all. Watching from the beginning, happy supermarket employee day. I'm not just saying that because I work in a supermarket. Well, even if you were, there's nothing wrong with saying it. Happy to you as well. Who has a birthday?
Ebony.
Ebony, it's your birthday. This one's for you. And a 1 and a 2. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Ebony. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Ebony. I hope you have a wonderful one. Welcome to the 30s, which I'm not in the 30s anymore, so I can't even. Can I still welcome somebody to the 30s if I've left them?
I guess. I don't know. We're old enough. It's senile, you know.
Enjoy your 30s. 40s where everything sucks.
40s where everything starts breaking down bad.
40 is 100% when you start leaving your prime.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
yeah, my prime's definitely my 20s and 30s.
Yeah.
I wonder what it said when Don Lemon looked up prime for men. Do you think he spent much time searching that?
I have a feeling he had safe search off and got distracted.
Thank you, tall person. Also, Jarbo has been picking fights with Comicsgate, so that might be another reason people still dislike his videos and give him shit. Matt will jump on anything he can these days that he thinks, how do I put it, where he's taken on the right. He's done it with a lot of really stupid shit.
It's his attempt at staying relevant, and he'll take the hate watchers. He's not proud.
No,
hate comments, hate views, they all count the same to the algorithm.
Thank you, Full Metal Joker. I understand why she's mad. He was, it dropped off my screen. He was completely wrong. Women are in their primes from 20 to 30. Oh, hit that wall. His falsehood must not stand any longer. I hear you that he was wrong. I saw several people also, Jack, like, hey, he should be treated the same way that he would treat other people in that situation. And that's fine. I get that whole mentality that people have of destroy them because they've tried to destroy us. That's fine and all, but right is still right. And he didn't say anything. Of all the things he said, you want to fire him over something, this is probably the least. Like, for real? Because he said women are in their prime from their 20s through their 40s. This is one of those times where everybody should stand up and go, shut up, calm down. Have a piece of chocolate, go take a bubble bath, light a couple of scented candles, and relax, ladies. She's talking about the man losing his job over that comment, Jack.
Oh, there's like a million reasons Don Lemon should have lost his job, but this is so trivial.
And even she knows it's trivial. That's why she has to be bringing up rape and sexual assault and being grabbed and Me Too. If she thought it was that bad, she wouldn't have to bring up any of that shit.
No, because she's just inserting rah-rah girl power in there.
So, yeah, this was just fucking stupid and really, really irritated me. I don't like when people say stupid shit, Jack.
Well, you're an unhappy individual then, because that's just society at large now.
Oh, so much of it. So much of
it. Jump over to your Rumble, buddy.
I can see my Rumble. What?
Did you get both those?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You did read those. I was typing in the side. Sorry.
No, see.
I'm kind of tired. I haven't been getting any sleep.
They made it so you can pop out chat. So it now looks like this over on my, you can't see them both together anymore. I just have both of them popped out right next to each other.
Oh.
So I can see them both. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad they listened to us, but I didn't do that.
All right. I had dug up this person's original tweet on this, and I decided to be nice, and there's no good way to be nice about it, so we're just going to look at it. It's a screenshot of it. You'll have to look him up yourself if you want to say hi to him, but please don't. This is the real picture that goes with this tweet. You can still find it on their timeline. Gotta love a female TSA agent looking straight at me to go into the body scanner and calling me sir.
Maybe it's that busted hairline you got there, buddy. Or the fact that you look exactly like a man.
It kind of looks like Dave Landau, but skinnier.
Oh, I was going to go with mutant Jim Norton.
Could be that too. I said this, and I mean this sincerely. If I saw this person, I would have assumed it was a guy who had lost like a Super Bowl bet. Super Bowl just over.
Yeah.
And that their bet was they had to wear their grandma's ugliest shirt into public.
Yeah. That'd be a reasonable assumption. He's got some man titties there, and he looks like a dude. He looks like a middle-aged dude, especially with that hairline.
Because it is a middle-aged dude.
Yeah.
Wearing an old lady shirt and some beads and lipstick. You look like a man. That's why they're calling you sir. You can't be mad at people for calling you sir when you look like a man.
Yeah, when you put zero effort in, I mean, at least put on some lipstick or something and, half try.
They are wearing lipstick, in fairness.
Oh, I couldn't tell.
Yeah, it's a very light shade, but there is lipstick there.
You got to go full clown show with that.
There was a woman who used to come to Walmart that we had to warn people about. When I was first working there, Jack, I worked on the front end, and then I moved to layaway, which was kind of like the easy job, which was cool. But if you worked in layaway, you had to warn people who worked in layaway about this one customer who looked like a fat guy, looked like Michael Moore, honestly.
Ugh.
But it was a chick.
Ugh.
And if you talked to them and you said, sir, they would lose their fucking mind.
Sorry, your mustache confused me.
Yeah, but she looked like a dude, and she didn't do anything to try to pretty herself up or anything. So, I mean, people thinking it was a dude, they weren't being mean. Nobody was like, oh, fuck you, you're a guy. This isn't the Tiger Woods thing we talked about yesterday, guys, when like, oh my God, they're making fun of. No, it's not that. It's that you just look like a man, and people are going to say that because, well,
you look like a man.
We have eyesight. What do you expect?
Yeah. Hey, real quick, I got a couple things stacking up here. Thank you, Frosted Glass. Don Lemon tried Googling what a woman's prime was, but he got results for Optimus Prime. Now he thinks they can all turn into trucks.
I wouldn't be shocked.
I would think dumpster's more appropriate. Thank you, Keldrick. Matt will jump on anything. Don't blame him for his man whore ways. It's his only valuable skill. That's true. That's true. He is an international man of sexing. And thank you, Cult of Krill. Sorry to be annoying about this, but if you had a chance to watch the Gulf City pilot episode yet, great original content that needs to be seen by everyone instead of recycled Marvel BS.
I have not got a chance to see it yet.
I haven't had a chance either, but I did open a tab for it because I saw you tweeted it out. So I think I retweeted you too. I don't know. I don't remember. I retweeted somebody on it. But thank you for that, guys.
Why do people call Blair white ma'am and miss, etc.? Just saying exactly, because Blair at least looks like a woman. Now, if you stared really hard, maybe you could pick up manly features on Blair. But if you just saw her out of the corner of your eye, you'd never suspect in any way. If you were doing your TSA job and not really paying attention, you're just going through the motions because you got an 8-hour shift to fill, and Blair White came through, you'd be like, hi, ma'am. If I came through, you'd be like, hello, sir. And if I got mad at you for that because I'm wearing my full beard and everything, that'd make me the asshole, not you.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing is, there's this expectation that you're a mind reader now, because a lot of the hangers on to the trans movement, they make zero effort at all.
Well, they've actually gotten to the point now. I saw somebody the other day. Biological sex itself does not even exist. It's never existed. That's not a real thing.
Yes, that's a colonialist construct.
So the idea of a man and a woman is just wrong from the outset. I was like, what? Yeah, there is no actual man or woman. It's not even a spectrum anymore, Jack. There just isn't anything.
Yeah, well, they're it's so frustrating to deal with because it's such nonsense. And they will fight tooth and nail for that to be a fact because they, for some reason, desperately want that to be true.
It's angering.
Yeah, at the minimum.
All right, where is that goddamn article? I saw it on my phone, so I didn't get to actually bookmark it on here. Damn it. It was a Bulwark article, and I don't... Bulwark, is that what it is? Yeah. Remember, so you get this magazine that pops up, and it's dedicated to stopping Donald Trump.
Oh, well, I mean, isn't that every source of media these days?
Goot, what's up, dude?
Hey, Gutenberg.
Well, it started as that, and now it's just completely anti-Republican.
Well, I mean,
very much it seems the way that all of these Republicans who are, no, I'm still Republican, I'm just against Trump. They all seem to be full-on Democrats now. And the Bulwark writes this article ripping into Ron DeSantis because Ron DeSantis went on Fox and Friends and said that Joe Biden shouldn't be over there in Ukraine. He should be taking care of shit at home that needs taken care of.
I mean, like East Palestine?
Yes, exactly. It's one of the things he brought up, that and our own border.
Yeah, that sounds right.
And the Bulwark thinks that that's horrible because what he should have been doing is backing Ukraine at that moment instead of taking the chance to hit Joe Biden.
Oh, fuck off. Ukraine doesn't do a damn thing for us other than take our money and launder it to the corrupt politicians.
No, Jack. They are the first line of defense against something.
Against what?
They are what's standing between us and democracy being killed forever.
Well, yeah. I think Dangerous just found the link you were asking about.
Oh, cool. Thank you, Dangerous. It's in the YouTube chat if you guys want to check it out. I mean, I gave you the gist of it, the important part.
Yeah.
That leads me to this picture that I saw on YouTube today. On top, it's a picture of Zelensky and Biden, and underneath is MLK with Malcolm X, and it says, Zelensky and Biden are fighting the same war against racism and imperialism as Malcolm and Martin.
What now?
Oh, yeah. Same fight. Against racism.
You mean like the Azov Battalion?
Oh, we don't talk about those guys. Zelensky hires actual Nazis, but we won't talk about them.
Or the fact that there's like 0 black people in Ukraine.
He also compares Zelensky to Nelson Mandela.
What? So his wife is going to go put a flaming tire on someone's neck?
Yes.
A technique that she invented, by the way.
I forget who else he compares him to, but he's trying to pump Zelensky up to be this massive social fighter. This has nothing to do with civil rights. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah. Did you watch that Putin video I sent you?
No, I read the transcript that's along with it.
Oh, okay.
Should we look at that?
Oh, I don't care.
We should definitely look at that. Where'd it go? Wow, I didn't realize we'd sent that much to each other yet.
Yeah, it's been a day.
That's one of our busier days.
Yeah. Generally, well, we're pretty lazy.
We really are, guys. All right, so we'll watch the video here. For the record, you guys are going to have to watch along. I mean, I suppose I could read the whole thing.
You got to do an accent, though.
Лгут постоянно, извращают исторические факты, не прекращают нападки на нашу культуру, на русскую.
This is going to be hard to watch without without actually reading it. Basically, he's calling all of us perverts.
I mean, he's not wrong.
He's not. Here, let's do. President Putin said, "See what they do to their own people: the destruction of the family, cultural and national identities, perversion, mockery of children, and pedophilia are declared the norm of their life." There's more to it. It's a 2-minute video, so obviously there's more to it than that. But that's the gist of it. That yeah, we're all a bunch of fucking degenerates. And we're not all Jack, but he's not really wrong.
No, he's really not, which is pretty horrific. And he's saying how the churches are being corrupted and going against their own teachings. Like the Anglican Church is changing God to a they. It's actually a pretty interesting speech that you might hear from an average right-winger.
Yeah. Again, look, Putin can be a shitbag and still get things right from time to time. But I do like that, hey, Jack, we've increased our standing in the world.
Yeah.
With Biden back in charge, the grown-ups are back in charge, you guys. And the world respects us again. I saw some idiot say that again today. I forget who it was. But yes, the grown-ups are back in charge. And now the world respects us again because Biden's out there giving, the people who paid him off in advance some money.
Yeah.
Now, this next one is not for those of you who were easily offended. I need to say that because apparently some people were offended by this in the real world, Jack. I don't understand why, but I feel like I need to give a disclaimer now.
Oh.
Pizzeria's blunt. Now hiring non-stupid people adds sparks backlash.
Well, I can't blame them. And the only people upset about that would be stupid people, wouldn't they?
I would, yeah, but they would be too dumb to understand what was going on, though.
Well, they have handlers. Like, you need to be outraged about it. I'm outraged about that.
I just love it. Helmet. Now hiring non-stupid people. It's literally what the sign says. How many of you guys out there who do hiring would love to have that sign up? Hey, Sang, how you been, sweetie? Hope you're well. Hope you and the kitty and are you married or I know you're with somebody. I hope the whole group is happy and healthy. Help wanted, but not desperately.
If they really wanted to be funny, they'd say unstupid people.
Unstupid would have been funnier.
I agree.
A restaurant burned by unreliable workers has bluntly advertised that they're now looking for in an ad that reads, "Now hiring non-stupid people." And the best part of that's not a handwritten sign. They had to have that made.
Yeah.
Santino's Pizzeria hung the all-caps banner outside its Columbus, Ohio storefront a few months ago in jest, according to a local news outlet. But it is just now raising eyebrows after a customer posted a photo of it on social media. Okay, so this has been up for months. Months. What did we talk about last night, guys? When the outrage comes, the outrage mob, a lot of times, it's one person. One goddamn person. Now, I'm sure that sparked some more rejects online, Jack, but we were talking about, remember when they took Baby It's Cold Outside off that radio station because one idiot called in?
Yeah.
All right. A lot of people we've hired just don't want to work, the owner said. There's no work ethic behind them. So that's the meaning behind the non-stupid. But some couldn't find the humor in the message on social media.
Oh, where they had to go to social media where tards live.
If that's the first impression you choose to make as a business owner, don't complain when your employees leave. one person wrote on Twitter. One person. All right. I don't even understand what that means. The kind of people who would come in to try to get a job and you see that sign there, hopefully they would understand, the meaning behind it and have a little bit of a sense of humor.
No, we're not allowed to have sense of humor anymore. That's been outlawed.
And the best part of that is it's up because they had to fire lazy folks. And then we just get some Twitter stuff. Another showed support for the small business. Honest hiring practices are always best. Still, the restaurant has faced some costly backlash. Santino's Pizzeria has been getting calls and pranks, cutting into its doughy bottom line. Dunnigan, the owner, told the news outlet that on Thursday, someone called the place to place a fake order that was more than $100 in response to the sign. It was about 10 pizzas. We made the order. He called back. He talked down to one of our employees. He said that our pizza sucks, and he was canceling the order. Instead of letting the food go to waste, they donated it. Good for him.
Yeah.
But still, it's a fucked up thing to do to a business because you don't like their sign. You know what? That's probably somebody that got fired for not being good enough to work there.
Yeah, because they're too stupid.
Yeah, some fucking retard.
Real quick, thank you, Travis Gardner. After training people for 3 weeks, I need that sign.
Oh,
I think a lot more people need to have the guts to put a sign like that out.
If you've had to do any working with new people, hiring new people, you can feel that sign in your bones, man.
Thank you, Evolved Potato. So they're only hiring non-college grads. I'd work for this guy. He seems like a riot.
Right?
Yeah, even if he's a total asshole, at least you know where you stand with him.
Right, yeah. I mean, it's pretty upfront there. But yeah, it's just annoying to me that people get so annoyed over something as simple as that. It's tongue in cheek to begin with, and they're, oh my goodness, and it's been up for months. Hang on just a second here. Yeah, so months and months later, somebody posts this, and the internet has to get all mad and bent out of shape because they're a bunch of damn pussies.
Yeah. Well, you know what it is that the college was on winter break, most likely when he put the sign up.
But winter break, I mean, it was months, they said. Isn't winter break only a couple weeks?
3 months, December.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
But it's like half of December. Yeah. It's
okay.
2 or 3 weeks of December.
All right, I got you. I didn't know they were still out. Shit, I never went to college, Jack. It shows by my
I'm guessing
skills.
what happened is most people don't buy a lot of, this is a small shop and it's kind of off the beaten path. So college students probably didn't see it until recently.
I think most people were okay with it, and one asshole decided that this is how he could get some attention online.
Yeah, that sounds right.
It's not the worst thing the sign could have said. No, if they wanted to be brutally honest, they would have said, we're not hiring millennials.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, this is down near Grove City. So, yeah, this is, say, Georgesville. That's way the fuck down there. It's on the south side of the city. You're almost to Galloway at that point. So, yeah, it's not like it's near the university. If this was closer to Ohio State or even Capital University, there would have been a lot more outrage about it sooner.
Sure.
But doubt they even saw this sign. It's too far out of their way. So they had to almost been looking for it. That's my guess. Anyway, just knowing where it is.
BX, how you doing, my friend?
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, man.
Living the dream.
What's up, Jack? Yeah, I didn't know you had another Twitter page. I was so confused.
No, man. The first one you know of was my cousin's because I had been kicked off Twitter.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. My cousin's nice enough to tweet for me when I get in trouble on Twitter.
Oh, got you.
He's a good guy. Good guy. You'd like him.
Shout outs to him.
They're very, very similar people. Hey, real quick, let me grab this. Thank you, Travis Gardner. Don't touch that. It's hot or energized or sharp. Don't say that in the customer's house. Yeah, dude, I get it, man. People are stupid.
I used to have to do the hiring at Walmart, man. The number of people that would come in there where if I was allowed to act like I wanted to, I would have just went, no, and shook my head. No, go, just leave.
You're fired for being retarded. Get out.
I wasn't allowed to do that. I had to go through the full interview before I was like, okay, we'll give you a call if we want to go forward with this.
We had a kid that was actually, special needs, and he would steal a CD every day.
Oh,
and that kid worked way harder than almost everybody at the front counter, or the front desk, because the service workers were incompetent dipshits. And I was like, why are you trying to fire this guy? He shows up every day and does his job. Why don't you fire those half-wits that don't know how to count money?
Is they stealing CDs?
But yeah.
The mentally retarded kid was. He'd shove one down the front of his pants every day and just walk out the store. Nobody said anything. But
That's crazy.
Our loss prevention boss wanted to fire him. And I was like, why are you trying to fire him, man? You got people that miscount their drawers every day. Like,
They're supposed to just take it out of his check?
Yeah, right. Just take it out of his check.
No, they didn't even do that because he was like, he's a tax deduction for the store.
Well, I guess so, yeah.
If you hire so many people that have like handicaps, then you get like this massive tax discount. So they were on that kick, and they're like, whatever, that CD costs us like $5. Just write it off. Who cares?
Yeah,
No, I would have still did it.
Yeah, I'd have been stealing. I mean, hey, get me on that program. No,
Right.
When I worked at Walmart, we had, the door greeters. Most of them were old people, but a couple of them were handicapped. One was, there's no other way to say this, retarded. Nicest guy you will ever meet. I love the guy to death, but he's retarded. And we did not pay a dime for him. In fact, the state paid his wages, and we got a tax break for him.
Oh.
So if he'd have been stealing from us, I'd been like, I mean, we're breaking even.
Charge the state.
Anyhow, we got to get on to Jack's news now. And this is the part of the show where I don't know what the stories are.
Oh, snap.
I like to keep everybody guessing. So buckle in. You came at just the right time, Beast Boy.
I'm hyped.
Now, I got to confess, I do know what this story is about. I haven't read this specific telling of it, but Kavanaugh accuser admits to lying, faces criminal charges. Judy Monroe Layton, one of 3 women who accused now Justice Brett Kavanaugh of sexual assault, was found to have lied during a congressional investigation and is now being charged with making material false statements and obstruction. Okay. She wasn't found to have lied. She admitted she lied.
Wow. Did she say why?
Because she didn't like Kavanaugh.
She wanted to raise awareness or some nonsense.
Get out of here.
Right?
Get out of here. I'm about to start cursing like crazy. Hold on.
Feel free. We swear here all the time.
Oh, work? Get the fuck out of here. That's fucking wild.
Right?
We try to avoid the C word, and we don't say the N word. You're black, so you can.
We can't
that's
see
pretty much at any point in time during the stream. Just let me know, and I'll just blurt it out.
We also can't say the F slur for the gays.
Oh yeah, that's the other one.
Yeah, because that's a big no-no on the YouTube.
Those are YouTube rules that we have to follow, unfortunately.
Yeah,
even if you're talking about a bundle of sticks.
Yeah, bundle of sticks. That one.
Yeah, we have to avoid them because they're very highly sensitive about it.
Gotcha.
All right. According to the Beltway Report, a letter written by Senate Judiciary Committee Chairman Chuck Grassley, Republican of Iowa, made a criminal referral against Monroe Layton, who admitted that she just wanted to get attention.
Wow.
Yeah, according to her, and I don't know how much it goes to it in this article, she was thrown into the back of a car and repeatedly raped by both Kavanaugh and a friend of his. Each of them got her a bunch of times. She sent a letter to Kamala Harris when she was still a senator telling this story, and the FBI tracked her down. She also admitted that an anonymous letter she sent to then Senator Kamala Harris describing a graphic sexual assault by Kavanaugh and a friend was not written by her.
Wow. Yo, that's crazy.
She stole it, she says.
Stolen.
Despite her claim of being Jane Doe from Oceanside, California. No, I did that as a way to grab attention, she explained when questioned by investigators. I am not Jane Doe, but I did read Jane Doe's letter. I read the transcript of a call to your committee. I saw it online. It was news. It was made up bullshit is what it was.
Wow. So she saw it online. Was like, you know what? I'm going to be Jane Doe.
Yes.
We're all Jane Doe. It's like Spartacus.
Yes. I'm Jane Doe.
Ugh.
In her statement, she also clarified that she'd never met Judge Kavanaugh.
Wow.
This is ridiculous.
Guilty.
So, I mean, that's really the gist of the story. As far as I know, the Justice Department hasn't moved on this in any way.
Why
even
not?
though, well, because that would be applying the law equally.
We know that's not allowed. Right?
That's not allowed, man. She was trying to take down Kavanaugh, and he was a bad man, don't you know?
That's crazy. The stuff that's just allowed out here is ridiculous.
Yeah. And it gets repeated, and then it's found to be lies and stuff. And this one didn't actually get read out in front of the committee, so it's not as bad as like what's her name? Steinley was the chick shot in San Francisco. Fuck. Who's the chick that said she went to all the rape parties? What's that?
Was that Blasey Ford?
No. Blasey Ford was she almost got raped at a house party. Julie Swetnick, that's her name, who claimed that she went to, as a college student, went to 10 house parties for high school kids where there was a gang rape at each one of them, and she kept going back until she got gang raped at one.
Well,
that's the dumbest shit I ever heard in my life.
I agree.
Know, right?
That's the dumbest, and it was a lie, right?
It was absolutely a lie. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. That sounds about right.
Retracted almost immediately when she tells this story through her lawyer Michael Avenatti, who's in prison right now for trying to blackmail Nike. And she goes on to, was it the Today Show? She went on to one of the morning shows on the regular TV channels and almost immediately starts telling a completely different story because everybody was like, you kept going to rape parties?
So nah, y'all don't understand. The parties were good.
It was a good part, man. The DJ was the shit.
Music was hitting.
The drinks were great.
Songs.
Drinks were great, except when you woke up, your butthole hurt.
It's crazy.
Drinks were great. Best sleep I ever had. It was like Cosby was
party. There. Oh, no. Damn, you beat me to it. It was either Andy Dick or Cosby. One of them was going to come.
It had to be one of them, man. It's the obvious joke. I had to make it. Even though I think Cosby got screwed, honestly.
Yeah.
Seattle settles with business owners over 2020 autonomous zone failures for undisclosed sum. Oh, they're not going to tell us how much they're paying these guys?
No.
That's some bullshit. City of Seattle has settled a lawsuit with business owners who claimed the deadly capital autonomous zone, Chaz, violated their constitutional rights and caused damage to their property. Well, yeah. The news of the settlement came just weeks after a federal judge imposed sanctions against the city for deleting thousands of text messages between Seattle officials, including former Mayor Jenny Durkin, that twat. We can't say the C word, but we can say twat as far as I'm aware. Former police chief Carmen Best and fire chief Harold Scogins during the armed occupation by Antifa and BLM rioters of 16 blocks of Capitol Hill neighborhood, which, by the way, hadn't had a murder in like 2 years until that happened. And then a couple of people got killed.
Damn.
Yeah. Crime rate shot up, 600% or something asinine like that?
Well, yeah, they literally started by taking over the police station there.
Well, I mean, maybe they had cool stuff in there.
I'm sure they did, like, vests and guns.
The dispatch center, and just because response time tripled doesn't mean anything, Monkey. Don't be ridiculous.
On Wednesday, Seattle City Attorney's Office filed a notice of settlement in U.S. District Court, but the notice did not contain additional details or a settlement amount. It won't be hard to find that out. I mean, eventually the city's going to have to come out with its budget, and you'll see this big fat check out of it.
Yeah.
The settlement is expected to be completed March 10th, when the parties will formally ask the case to be dismissed. The group is seeking $2.9 million.
Yeah.
I'm kind of surprised it's that low, honestly.
Well, I mean, they shut down all of their businesses for how long was that up? Like a month?
Yeah, 6 weeks, something like that.
You have a literal warlord who pops up.
Yeah, handed out guns. Good times.
A rape tent.
Crazy.
Man. Two young black men lose their lives. We still don't know what happened to the third kid.
No, they never said what happened to that kid. But I'd be willing to bet he probably died because he got shot up just as much as his brother.
Thank you, Ty. Do you think The Last of Us gets a third game? I mean, I probably. If they can think of a story that'll go with it, why not? That The Last of Us 2 made good money. It got a lot of hate, but lots of people played it.
I wouldn't want no parts of a part 3.
A good story isn't even necessary to go from sequel to sequel. All you need is sales. That's all you need. Yeah. You can have an absolute
Fast
shit
and Furious.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
They just doing shit. You know, I predicted the ending for like the last 5 of them without even watching them.
Ain't there like 9 of them now?
I think it's like 10.
Yeah, the 10th one's just coming out now. Plus, they had that side one with the Rock
Hobbs and Shaw.
Jason Statham.
Oh yeah. I haven't seen one since the first one.
Really?
That's
crazy.
I like the first one, but to me, it would have been like making a second Point Break. I don't know, the original Point Break. You're a little younger than us.
I remember Point Break.
Okay.
So we made it too.
A second one. Yeah, I refused to watch the remake as soon as I saw they were mountain boarding. Like, fuck off. It's a surfing movie, assholes.
Facts.
But making a second one of those would have just been like, why? And so when they Fast and Furious 2 and 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I don't care.
Well, like I liked it up until part 5.
Kind of like I am with the Nightmare on Elm Street movies.
Oh, those got bad.
Yeah, they did. Real
those got bad. Corny jokes are being made on a regular basis from Freddy, and he always made corny jokes, but then it got really bad with the jokes, bro. So he's
they
wild.
couldn't afford the good writers anymore, so they got worse.
That was crazy.
They just went too silly with it. You still have to have some of the horror.
Which one was like a TV show or some shit like that? Like where the actor came out, the actor that played Freddy.
Oh, Freddy's Nightmares.
Which one was that? Like
there was a literal TV show. With
not that one.
There's
a movie
where thinking of
they break like the
new
wall.
Nightmare. It's the one where Robert Englund is actually on there, and the chick who played Nancy's on there, but Freddy becomes real in the real world. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I've seen that.
And turns the little boy into like a little boy Freddy.
Yeah, I don't remember what that one was.
Yeah, it was New Nightmare.
Was that what that was?
Was that what it was? Okay.
I think so.
Yeah, because it was kind of cool to have Robert Englund get to play himself, but still play Freddy in the same movie. It's kind of, but the movie itself was dog shit.
Yeah, it was garbage. It was definitely bad.
Why is this fat guy on my screen?
He's a mayor.
All right. Am I going to get mad at this fat guy?
No.
Oh no.
Okay.
Look, who this is.
I'm just judging people based on how they look, which is my God-given right since I have eyeballs.
Oh damn! I thought you had Brendan Fraser on the screen.
No, this is an actual ginormously fat guy.
That dude looks like somebody's trying to win the biggest pumpkin contest.
That's crazy. He looks like he should have a cowboy hat and a shotgun and be telling people to stay out of his ginseng.
Yes.
That's
anyway, Again, I don't know what this is about. He might be the nicest guy in the world, but dude, you are a heart attack waiting to happen.
Yeah, he gotta lose weight.
You know.
Yeah, I think he.
Oh wait, we turned this down earlier for Megyn Kelly, didn't we? That bitch was loud. All right, take it away, Jesse.
You know.
Yeah, I think he has to prove himself to you. And Mayor, before we let you go, you saw President Joe Biden over in Ukraine. Did that make you feel slighted in any way? I mean, he hasn't really. Can he not hear me?
I got you. He asked, before we go, I can repeat. He said, with the president being in Ukraine today, did that surprise you?
Absolutely. That was the biggest slap in the face. That tells you right now he doesn't care about us. So
agreed.
He can send every agency he wants to, but I found that out this morning in one of the briefings that he was in the Ukraine giving millions of dollars away to people over there, not to us. And
no, Chubby, billions of dollars.
Damn.
Not millions, billions.
No, the newest aid package is $500 million. That's what he announced while over there.
Damn.
I'm furious.
On President's Day in our country.
Yeah, President's Day in our country. He's over in Ukraine, so that tells you what kind of guy he is.
We look weak, man.
We look stupid.
Underselling it. You know what's interesting is right after this aired, the head of the EPA decided he's going to go visit East Palestine.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, but it was after this aired, and the guy was talking about how mad he is, and he should be. That's absolute bullshit. But
Crazy.
That's when the head of the EPA goes over there, and the governor for both Pennsylvania and Ohio are going to be there as well. I think that was today, actually. But the Norfolk Southern also paid to have like a medical clinic at a local church there, so people could come in and show them their weird rashes and stuff, so they could cover it up better, I guess.
What?
Oh, this is burning skin. This is doing all kinds. It's okay though. I saw Ed Krasenstein say, "Hey, it's not that big of a deal. Eventually, it goes away on its own."
Yeah, it goes into the watershed, and then it's all over Ohio. I mean, the watershed from Ohio River covers most of the state.
No, let me put your mind at ease. When it goes into the water, it breaks down pretty quickly, actually, and it turns into formaldehyde.
Are you trying to make me feel better, or because this is how you get horror movies?
That's a true story. When it's in water, it breaks down into formaldehyde.
Huh?
Good luck. What's that?
This turned into Breaking Bad real quick.
Yeah. Well, the chemicals that were in there, they originally only told East Palestine there was one chemical, and then it became two. And last I heard, they were up to 6 different chemicals that were being hauled. One of which was that chloride. Help me out here. I want to say vinyl chloride. That's not right.
Yeah, I think you're right on that. But that's the one that turns into formaldehyde.
Yeah, that was used in World War I as a bioweapon, similar to mustard gas. So they would throw that at people and kill them with it.
Crazy.
But nothing to see here, guys. Nothing.
That's gonna be in the water.
Yeah,
and it's in the water. It's killed a bunch of animals too. The pictures are popping up all over the place.
Think of how much time the morticians are going to save when you already have the formaldehyde in your blood.
That's true.
Yeah,
phosgene. Yeah. Thank you, Mike. Phospgene's the one that was in there. That was used as a chemical agent.
That's
this is a big topic here in Ohio. People won't shut up about it now.
That sounds wild.
I can't believe that the White House hasn't gotten more pushback. And the reason they don't is because the national press are all a bunch of sycophantic shitbags. So,
and it's a heavily Republican area, so that entire town was big Trump supporting region. So they're not going to talk about that. Plus, it's over by Youngstown, which is a giant shithole. So nobody really seems to care too much. Even the governor's being a bitch about it. They're not sending that much in aid. They weren't sending any bottled water. They said, just drink it out of the tap and boil it. Then you see videos of people boiling it. There's like this weird film on their pans. It's fucking disgusting. that is one of the bigger ecological disasters that's getting covered up, I think.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's not global warming, so they don't care.
Yeah. Nobody's gonna say much.
It's not gonna be a Netflix movie about it.
Maybe in 20 years.
All right, this story.
DiCaprio on that.
This is a story I saw. Sorry, I have a really bad pain right now. I don't mean to sound like I'm dying, like I just drank Ohio water or something, but
oh damn.
Yeah, it's anything. It's delicious. It's flavored.
Is it too soon?
I'm drinking some right now. It's tasty.
Oh, that's crazy. You gangster.
Trans woman competes against girls as young as 12.
That's wild.
Yeah,
And checkers?
I need you to take over.
Yeah, give me 1 second here. Right. 6 first-class countries are demanding urgent answers from the England and Wales Cricket Board as to why a middle-aged player who transitioned from a man to a woman is being allowed to compete against girls as young as 12.
That's wild.
Oh, yeah. Telegraph Sports has seen multiple letters from coaches and parents whose daughters have faced the player, whose case has not previously appeared in the media in cricket club matches. All express alarm at the safety implications of an adult carrying the residual physical advantages of male puberty playing in the same league as girls. One letter from a coach claims the player hits the ball harder than any other I have seen in the league. Yeah, because it's a dude.
Right.
It is understood that the player had previously caused injuries, although inadvertently, including one to an umpire and another to an opponent at county trials, who was left unable to play for months. Some parents, disturbed at the significant inequities of power between young girls and an adult who was born male, have threatened to remove their daughters from the league in response. One characterized the situation as unacceptable, uncomfortable, and dangerous. A mother of one girl in an under-13 county squad acknowledged she had genuine worries about her daughter's safety, arguing it was inappropriate for an adult with the physiological benefits of male puberty to be included in the same league. Under 13. This is an adult man.
How old?
Sorry.
They haven't said his exact age, but it sounds like he's in his 20s from what I got.
Why are they in the league? Or why are they even allowed?
He identifies as an under 13.
Get it? Nah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Didn't it say middle-aged man?
I think
Might
it
have
did in the beginning, yeah.
Yeah.
So you're talking
middle-aged player.
Crazy.
This is a player too. I mean, this is weird. If we skip down a little bit, there's also deep unease about the situation of a biological male identifying as female sharing toilet facilities at cricket clubhouses with teenage girls. If I have a 13-year-old girl who needs changed because she's just started her period, she could well be sharing a confined space with a man who, under ECB policy, has decided they are now female. I have real concerns about that. You think? You don't want some Brian Stelter looking motherfucker in the women's bathroom? Like, you need help changing your pad?
Who was Jessica Yaniv, remember?
Yeah.
Was writing to people asking, if a girl ever has their period, what am I supposed to, how do I talk to them about it? You don't, you fucking weirdo.
Wow. Yeah, that's it.
As it stands, the ECB's rules around transgender players in recreational cricket are among the most liberal in sports, decreeing that trans women may compete in any female-only competition, league, or match and should be accepted in the gender to which they present.
What about the age?
Well, it says any.
Yeah, don't be
in any competition.
Oh, I'm gonna be a bigot today.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah, if that. If I had a kid and I walked in there and they was playing, that'd have been a problem.
Yeah. There might have been a fight if I was one of these parents. Be like, you're letting this dude play? No, that is not happening.
They say kids got injured, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, there definitely would have been a fight.
Yeah, one could play for months. So that's a pretty serious injury. But yeah.
So what would be stopping you from playing then? What would be stopping you from saying, all right, give me a jersey.
Right.
I'm a 12-year-old girl now too. And then just knocking his top off during the game, just playing real rough.
Be like, I'm up to bat. You got that big old cricket bat, and it's time for a fight. You know,
Right.
I'm shocked it hasn't come to that yet. You know, the person's life would be ruined that stood up for their kid. But dude, I don't know if I would be able to hold back if that was my kid. So I'm so glad I don't have school age kids, man.
Yeah, I'm glad mine are out of school because I would have a big issue with this shit.
Right.
Especially, you know, the playing sports with them is bad enough, but the locker room situation that comes with it, oh, hell no.
Yeah, nah.
Where was that one where the girl players got kicked out of the girls' locker room at the volleyball team?
Yeah,
is that Connecticut?
I did hear about that.
Yeah, kick the girls out of the locker room instead of the biological male.
Well, they were the bigots with the problem.
Yeah. Hey, you don't have a female penis. Get out of the women's locker room.
That's crazy.
Wow. My penis is pretty, but it is not feminine at all, ladies.
That's pretty?
It's pretty. So pretty.
Oh, that's crazy.
I got a pretty dick. I sing about it a lot.
Oh, my God.
What? Did you just judge me? I shall not be judged for the aesthetic quality of my penis, thank you.
Somebody's going to clip that.
By the way, to my daughter, stop listening about 15 seconds ago and just jump ahead.
I think tears are coming from my eye. That's funny.
All right. It's even funny if you know my daughter actually does listen to the show. Oh.
Gross.
See, told you.
She's going to turn it off.
We were talking the other day and I made some inappropriate joke. Not my worst inappropriate joke, but she goes, there's no fast forward on this. Like, that's from the show, isn't it? She goes, yeah, I fast forward sometimes. I'm sorry. It's funny. English teacher's sexuality curriculum showing kids penis pics, ejaculation video has school approval. What the ever-loving fuck am I reading?
Yeah,
that's crazy.
I was shocked by this one.
Teacher Al Vernaccio said his goal was to desensitize children to images of genitalia.
Why?
He probably wants to whip his out. I don't know.
There's only one reason to desensitize them to that. Let's be honest.
Preparation?
Yeah.
Stop touching the kids.
Hey, where else are they going to find dates? They work really hard, Jack.
Well, there's an English cricket player I could introduce them to.
Pennsylvania English teacher.
Yeah. An English teacher is showing videos of ejaculation. Let that sink in.
What?
All right.
That's nasty.
He included close-up photographs of penises, vulvas, as well as a video of a woman ejaculating.
This is a feminine penis.
Yeah, that's
Wait.
All right, kids, we're doing some research for school. Type in X videos on your browser. What about Pornhub? We'll get there next. Calm down, Billy. Don't get ahead.
I'm very curious. Are they actually talking about a trans woman ejaculating, or are they talking about squirting, which is just a woman peeing?
I mean, does it matter?
Nah, it's still crazy either way.
Yeah.
Yo, the deep breath before you say something is wild, bro.
I just don't know where to go with this.
Oh, we're not even past the first paragraph, really.
We're not even past the first sentence, honestly. Sorry, a video of a woman ejaculating in optional sexuality class, according to an interview. School told Fox News Digital they were standing by him.
Of course they are, fucking degenerates.
Why?
Yeah, they're gonna pick up dates in that same class.
English teacher, dude.
Al Vernaccio is an English teacher at Friends Central High School, or sorry, just Friends Central School, a private school in Wynwood. He is also involved in the sexuality curriculum, which expounds from children's
kindergarten, children nursery. It's like preschool.
Yeah, my brain was just trying to deal with the fact that they have a sexuality curriculum for preschoolers.
Dude, why do you think there was that bill in Florida?
All right. Children's nursery through 12th grade, according to his website. Yeah, I bet he has a website.
Yeah, I bet he does too. And I bet the FBI supplies a lot of the images.
He also mentioned this fact on at least one other occasion. After publication of this article, the school reached out and stated there was no sexual education curriculum prior to 4th grade. It's on his website. Are we going to pull a Boston Children's Hospital here and pretend it doesn't exist?
Yes.
Wait, why did they say that like 4th grade was better?
Because look, as soon as you graduate 3rd grade, you're just ready to see a woman ejaculating. That's science, man. I don't know what to tell you.
I must be an alien. I wasn't ready for that.
I wanted to play with robots and laser beams at that age.
I wanted to watch wrestling.
It wasn't until 7th grade that I wanted to see my female teacher ejaculate.
7th?
Miss Smith, dude, I still remember her.
Did she have a feminine penis?
No, she was goddamn beautiful. Comrade Kitty, thank you. Little late, but they may make a horror movie out of Ohio, like the Silent Hill movie, based on that still burning mine in Pennsylvania. Yeah, I mean they could, yeah.
Yeah, well, Centralia was the inspiration for Silent Hill. So yeah, East Palestine would probably be a zombie film.
Yeah, the next zombie movie that needs an origin story, just set it in Ohio. Where are we? In his work as a sexuality education coordinator,
what is that?
That does not sound like a sex ed teacher. That sounds like you're organizing orgies for kids.
It does, doesn't it? But he teaches this optional class. He's just the English teacher. He teaches the so they can't give him like a real title like health instructor or anything because he's not qualified for that.
Vernaccio teaches classes, organizes sexuality-themed programs and assemblies, and is one of the faculty advisors for the Gender and Sexual Orientation Alliance. All right.
Yeah. If I were a pervert forming a class around, an orgy per se, I'd call them assemblies too.
Oh my God, this is him.
Yeah, he looks like Downsy Patton Oswalt, doesn't he?
Would you let this kid talk, or this guy talk to your kid about sex?
I would let this guy talk to my kid.
He looks like a thumb monster from Spy Kids.
He comes to school in a white van that says candy on the side.
Definitely.
I don't trust anyone in a sweater vest. I didn't trust Rick Santorum. I didn't trust the coaches for Ohio State. I don't trust this guy because guys in sweater vests are up to something. They're shady as fuck every single fucking time. And you know why? Because they don't have sleeves on their sweater, which makes no sense. So there's something wrong with them. And they usually turn out to be a bunch of perverts.
Like somebody squeezed his head.
Yeah, and he looks like there was some sort of attempt at scooping him out. Real quick, thank you, Evolved Potato. Well, basic sex ed about like puberty and like at 4th grade sounds about right. But this shit wasn't even shown in my high school sex ed. That was in my last year. We got to see an ejaculating penis in my 9th grade health class, and the teacher got in big trouble for it.
See?
4th grade, you're talking about 9-year-olds. The Times reported, because by the way, the desensitized came from a New York Times Magazine article they did on this idiot back in 2011. The Times reported the lesson that tends to raise eyebrows outside of the school, according to Vernaccio, are medical research videos he shows of a woman ejaculating. Yeah, I call it research when I'm looking at that stuff too, homie.
Did you say 2011?
Yeah.
He been doing this since then?
Yeah, at least.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Students are allowed to excuse themselves if they prefer not to watch, and a couple of dozen close-up photographs of vulvas and penises. The photos, Vernaccio said, are intended to show his charges the broad range of what's out there.
Why?
Do you prefer A or do you prefer B? Better? Worse?
How many of
Better?
those penis pictures do you think are of him?
I would guess around 90%.
All of them, different angles.
He just put
Different
a different
times of
filter on top.
Word.
Some of them got cat ears. It's really a process of desensitizing them to what real genitals look like, so they'll be less freaked out by their own and one day their partners when I call them into detention.
Yeah. You want to get out of detention, little Billy? Wait till you see the other photo of him. It's coming up.
Tyshawn, thank you. Took a look at his Twitter and surprise, he's a lefty. Oh, dude, fuck.
I mean, are you shocked?
And he's got, what would Ruth Bader Ginsburg do across his titties?
Yeah. And it says, I'm a sexuality educator. No, you're a local pervert. Shut up.
Is that a picture of him on his shirt?
Yeah. No, that's Ruth Bader Ginsburg on his shirt.
Oh,
yeah.
Although it does look like it.
Yeah, it does. What's interesting, he added, is that both boys and girls receive the photographs of the penis rather placidly, because you keep showing them yours, but often insist that the vulvas don't look normal. Well, vaginas don't look normal, okay? I love them. I think they're beautiful, but if you actually look at them, it looks like there's a monster opening up between a woman's legs.
There is. It takes your wallet, usually. Especially if it pops a kid out.
It's the vagina monster. We've talked about it before.
Yeah.
No, I mean, if you just judge either genital, male or female, by what they look freaky. That's just fact. We grow to love them. So that we can.
True.
Yeah. Take a good, long, hard look at a vagina sometime and be like,
I'll be honest.
Damn.
I really wouldn't want to do that. I have no need.
See?
Yeah, people get real upset with you. Like, why are you in the women's locker room? Stop staring at my vagina.
We're not playing cricket.
Yeah. Are you even in this league?
That's crazy.
Oh, God damn it. Jack, what is this? Is this frosted?
You know it is. By the way, that article, I dropped it in a couple times in the chat. There is a video of this guy talking. So check it out if you really want to get enraged.
That's just some show lore there, Beast. One of our viewers is named Frosted Glass. Great guy. But he loves to send us articles that piss me off.
Oh, man.
And they come from the website Medium. I don't know if you're familiar. And
I think I've heard of them.
It used to be a pretty decent site, almost like Substack is at the moment, and then it just got taken over by retards.
You got what?
Like Miss Michelle Tejo here.
Tejo.
Can we see her blowed up?
Probably not.
I'm zooming in.
Why she got white hair like that?
Yeah,
it's all silvery. Crazy. All right. Anyway, if we had listened to Jimmy Carter, America would be a very different place. Well, you're not wrong. It would be a very different place. That doesn't mean that it's a good thing. If we'd listened to Hitler, the whole world would be a different place. It doesn't mean it would be a good thing.
It'd be wild.
I was too young to vote when Jimmy Carter ran for president, but I remember attending a sleepover with 2 girls in which one of us favored Ford, one of us Carter, and one of us Reagan. You guys had the best sleepovers ever.
Yeah, that's crazy. How old was they?
Well, she's too young to vote, so under 18.
This is the type of shit women do at slumber parties. They don't pillow fight or
what happened to pillow fights?
Gossip or tell stories about guys they kissed. It's the 70s. What the shit, man? Who's talking politics? A sleepover in like high school or middle school.
Times has been crazy.
Considered myself a Republican back then because my brain hadn't fully developed yet. So I didn't vote for Carter during the sleepover.
Was that a shot she threw on purpose when she said that?
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Now I see how different my country could be if we had listened to Carter. Carter wanted us to invest more in solar energy. He had solar panels installed on the roof of the White House. Reagan promptly took them down after his election.
Yeah, because they were worthless. It was the 70s into the 80s. The solar panels were crap until like 5 years ago.
Yeah, they were crap. They were garbage. That's why they got taken down.
Yeah.
Carter explained that we needed more energy independence and that we would all need to make some sacrifices. Excuse me? Did you say sacrifices? What? You actually wrote that way. All right. He lost Americans right then and there. No, he didn't lose Americans right then and there. He lost Americans because inflation was ridiculous. We had a gas shortage going on in a world that had no reason for a fucking gas shortage. America was just demoralized at the time. Are we going to talk about any of that shit?
Vaguely. I mean, never mind the gas lines where you had to wait for your day to go because of your license plate. Yeah, she doesn't really get into that.
Not to mention the lust he had in his heart. I personally remember the long lines at the gas stations during the 73 energy during the 73 energy crisis, even though I was about a decade away from being able to drive. The adults were outraged.
Yeah. Yeah, because you drove a big ass car that guzzled gas like no tomorrow, and you couldn't get gas until your time was up. Because, okay, for those of you that are young that don't remember this will even beyond our age, but my parents remember it very, very well. You could, if your license plate ended with an odd number, you would go on like Monday, Wednesday, or Friday, and that was the only days you could buy gas. They wouldn't even sell to you otherwise. And the lines were long, and a lot of times smaller town gas stations and some of the outskirts in the suburbs would just run out. There wouldn't be any gas. So you'd be waiting for an hour, and then they'd run out of gas.
Yep.
Yeah.
Is she going to bring up the 79 one? Endless amounts of cheap gas, as you know, is one of America's God-given rights. True. Carter didn't understand that and offered some real downer advice. You can watch his 79 Energy and National Goals, A Crisis of Confidence speech here. Yes, never mind. We'll get into that in a minute. Americans do not like to deny themselves anything. We didn't need to deny ourselves anything. That's the problem with his energy and goals bullshit. Yeah, she doesn't bring up the gas lines of 79 at all.
Why would they do that? Yeah, fucker said you're limited to 5 gallons too. Yeah, a lot of places had very, very, very strict limits on how much you could buy. You couldn't just go in and fill up everything. Good luck mowing your lawn.
We're people who still take out payday loans at ruinous interest rates to buy a pair of special tennis shoes. Nobody's doing that. People are taking out those payday loans so that they can buy food, you silly bitch. Probably because they did buy tennis shoes with their real check.
Yeah.
We'll buy enormous 4-bedroom houses we can't afford when we aren't even planning to have kids. We will use our credit cards to finance a trip to Europe. Reagan understood this.
No. People's dumb decision making is not the president's sole motivation for doing something. Just because you're bad at money management and your friends are, doesn't mean that somehow translates to Ronald Reagan's policies.
He talked about morning in America and no more of that downer talk of Carter's. We could and would be strong and rich and always be on top of the world thanks to American exceptionalism. Go on, buy that gas guzzler. No. Okay. Do you know what happened when they started putting on like fuel standards and stuff? We used more gasoline. It's true. They ended up making these cars smaller and smaller, and they got cheaper, and people were able to buy 2 cars. So now they're fueling up 2 cars instead of just 1.
Yeah, and your car's more energy efficient, so you get more mileage to the gallon, so you drive more. I could have walked to the post office today, but I drove there because I'm lazy. Fuck that.
Where is it? Go on, buy that gas guzzle muscle car if you want. Crank the heat on your furnace if the outdoor temperature drops below a comfy 70 degrees. Don't worry. Do you want me to be cold?
Yes.
Look, all right, twat, I got the answer for you. Go to Europe. They'll love you. Go freeze, go burn, go walk everywhere you want to fucking go. Get out. We'll both be happier. Unless they happen to be poor, in that case, screw them. They aren't the people we're talking about. We're talking about real Americans, the wealthy. Oh, I hate this woman. Frosted, you're an asshole for sending this in. All right, I don't want to read the rest of this idiot. She's dumb as shit.
It's F that.
Sometimes I just can't do it. I do want to point out, hang on, because this is the archive. We archive it so we can read it without problems to my crappy internet.
Yeah, that we don't give them a click.
You can't see it on the cutout here, but I'm putting it in the chat. If you notice, it's archive.czray. It has crazy in there if you spell it.
Yeah, it does. it looks like crazy.
And that's just because, well, it is. If you think the world was better off with Carter or that he would have made the world better, then you just didn't pay attention to what was happening in the 70s. Yes. Carter got his ass royally kicked because he was a bad president. He just was. No, it's just because people didn't want to sacrifice. No, people don't want to sacrifice when there's no reason to sacrifice. And there was no reason to be sacrificing that. By the Carter years numbers and everything, we should have been out of gas like 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Just ran out on the planet. None left. We were going to use it all up, guys.
Well, climate change.
Oh, this is loud. Man, not YouTube, Twitter, seriously, you need to figure out a way to normalize your fucking audio. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep bitching about it, and neither one of us are going to...
TikTok is so much worse, and you know it.
Well, this is from TikTok, but it's on Twitter, and they could do it.
Would you rather have an 850 credit score, $2 million cash right now, or $4K a week for the rest of your life?
850 credit score, that's easy.
Why?
Because you can easily get the money off the credit. You can literally go and apply for any and every credit card knowing the man, and they would give you over $2 million within a day.
Yeah, his damn mom.
Yeah, this is why we need to teach finances in high school.
Apparently, that's what he does. He's like a money guy. That's the dude from Pretty Ricky. He used to be an R&B singer, and then switched into like making investments, and now he's like a advisor.
Oh my God, that makes this worse. I didn't know who he was.
Yeah, I recognized him as soon as I seen his face. I was like, that's the guy that used to be singing Grind with me, and on the hotline. He was an R&B singer in the 2000s.
Huh. I mean, with the credit score and everything, he's not wrong about being able and going to borrow money.
$2 million.
Gotta pay that back.
Depending on if you have some kind of business plan for it, sure. But exactly what Jack just said, you have to pay that back. Why wouldn't you just take the $2 million?
Just take the $2 million.
Invest that.
Even after taxes, you're getting half that money. Unless you're giving it to me in suitcases, in which case I don't know what money you're talking about. But
if it's untaxed, I'm taking the $2 million.
Right?
I could do everything. I could fix my credit. I could start a business. All of that shit with the $2 million.
Yeah, I could get the credit by just repairing mine, and then I wouldn't have to worry about that. Also, $2 million I could do pretty comfortable on for several years. So yeah, I don't know. This just goes to the fact that we don't teach money management anymore, and that actually angered me quite a bit.
4K a week is 280 or 208,000 a year. That's true. But in order to get to the 2 million, you have to go for 10 years. Well, there's that too.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to live that long.
Right.
The smart money there is to take the 2 million and invest it.
That's the smart money. You would think an advisor would say that, right? Somebody that does financial advisement.
You would think so.
Anybody that comes into money, I don't care if you're a cricket player who's got some weird fetish for watching kids change their pads, or you're a soccer player or basketball or an entertainer, you come into big pile of money like that, get a financial advisor immediately.
Oh, yes.
Don't get him, though.
No, not this guy. Get a real one. A dude you've never heard of that works in the office and looks like he's playing Dungeons and Dragons on the side. Like some dude that probably has no friends, but he's a great accountant.
Somebody who just smells like a virgin.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Yes. Probably overweight with big, thick glasses and wants to tell you about the wonders of math. And you're like, I don't really care. Just do my taxes and tell me how to manage my money. Oh, well, we can fix that right away. I know how to invest your money. All right, great. You're hired. Don't call me. I'll call you. I don't want to know about your weird nerd hobbies.
Or send me an email. Update me on my tax information.
Yeah, let me know when you need something from me.
When you go in there, you either want, and I'm not being racist here, an Asian or a Jew sitting behind that desk. I'm not saying that white people and black people and Latinos can't do it, but if you get your choice, look for an Asian or a Jew. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, like look for an Asian dude with Gundam figures on his desk.
If you
You're
can find
for life, man.
You can find an Asian Jew, he will turn that 2 million into 200 that day.
Holy shit. Oh, y'all using y'all black card, ain't y'all? That's crazy. Y'all get it off. Get it all off. That's gangster.
So any credit card known to man, you can get over 2 million.
Easy. And you do all the inquiries at one time, and that way it only counts as one inquiry for each different.
That's not how that works.
Yo, he just talking out his ass, bro.
You hit up every bank and it'll only count as one single look at your credit report. That's not how that works.
Yeah, I was like, what? Where did you get that idea? See, I didn't know this was I figured he was like a celebrity of some kind, but I didn't know who he was.
He's an R&B singer.
Credit bureau.
Word, that's valid. Let's go, man.
That ain't valid at all, sweetheart.
Not at all.
Which is why we need to teach home economics in school again. Kids need to learn how to balance their bank book. They need to know about investments, taxes.
Do their taxes, yep.
Learn how to sew, learn how to cook. Useful life shit. Not any of this like, you want to say a penis ejaculate? No, weirdo.
I'm 13. I can see my own. Tall person, thank you. I can't disagree with that financial advice. I mean, I'm drunk and throwing money at a monkey, and I'm white as fuck, so fair enough.
Darth Mando said, I'm a Jew, and I approve this, plus I can help.
Look, I'm just saying, if you're playing the odds, right?
Hey,
I play the odds on everything. That's why I've never lost money on boxing.
Who you got in the Jake Paul fight?
Who's he fighting this time?
What's his name? Fury?
Oh, did they finally get the Fury fight done? Ooh.
Yeah, it's supposed to be happening like
probably
week,
Fury.
Right? You think Fury gonna win?
Oh yeah.
I'm going for Jake.
Nah. Jake ain't. Nah, this is Jake stepping up to a real fighter. He's gonna get his ass whipped.
Wait, you don't think Anderson Silva was a real fighter?
He's not a real boxer, no.
He beat
and
Chavez.
he almost lost his ass to Anderson.
But Anderson beat Chavez.
Anderson, a guy had already been knocked out before, and when that happens, it tends to hurt a fighter. Anderson had what, 4 professional fights his whole life? Professional boxing fights, yeah.
Yeah, but the last one was against Chavez. Like Chavez ain't no slouch.
A former champ who, like I said, once you lose, it breaks. Something breaks in boxers once they lose, and it just tends to lead to a down, especially once they get to a certain age, they just start to dwindle. Anderson's a good striker, and it makes him better as a boxer, but he's still not a boxer.
Yeah. Has Fury beat any like notable opponents?
I honestly don't know. I just think again, you're playing the odds, and you got this angry family from overseas that puts out fighters, and then you got this punk ass bitch from Ohio who beats up on old men who should have retired long ago and calls himself a boxer. So, yeah. He's going to step up to a real boxer and get his ass whipped, and it's going to be painful.
I don't think it's going to be Fury.
We'll see. We'll see. Gypsy King, yeah, that's Fury's. Not that Fury. That's not who's fighting. No.
Yeah.
No.
That's the one that would be terrifying to fight.
Tyson Fury would kill him.
Yeah, facts.
I mean,
the
Tyson took the
reality TV brother, I think.
The worst thing that Deontay Wilder can throw, and just went and hit him back. So, but what's his brother name? Tommy Fury?
Tommy, I think.
Yeah. That's the one that's going to be fighting him. Anyhow, I didn't realize it actually finally got it signed.
Yeah, that's supposed to be happening, I think. Is it this week? That might be this week.
It'd be really great if Tommy loses and Tyson jumps in to defend his brother and kicks his ass.
I don't think Jake would take that fight. That'd be crazy.
That'd be awesome. No, Jake would never take that fight. Jake has been playing this smart for marketing. Absolutely smart marketing.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to actually being a fighter, though, I have no respect for the guy.
Really?
Really.
Damn.
Real quick, before it gets too far away. Thank you, Evolved Potato. Okay, maybe for you old people that won't live that long, but a young guy like me, I'm taking the 4K. That's just a bonus on me working normally. Yeah, I mean, I get that. I would take the payout, though, because I don't trust people to keep giving me payments for not doing anything. I mean, let's face it.
Yeah, that fight is this Sunday.
Yeah.
Right? Or is it next Sunday?
It's this
this Sunday.
I'm hype about that. That should be a crazy fight.
It'd be interesting. That's one I might. I don't know if I have the money to do it. I might watch it.
What should be free the next day, right?
I mean, if you find the right place, it's free that night.
Don't Jake Paul re-upload it?
I don't know. Let's see. Tommy's 8-0, and Jake's 0-0 because he's never fought an actual fighter.
Oh, come on, man. That's crazy.
He's never fought a real boxer.
A real boxer. Well, nah, I would count Anderson Silva as a real boxer.
He's not a real boxer. He's an MMA fighter, and he's very good.
But he has pro boxing fights. And he beat Chavez, even though Chavez is past his prime.
4 boxing fights literally spread over 19 years.
Hey, they still pro matches, though.
It's not the same. It's not the same training.
Did he train with Freddie Roach?
Training for a single fight's not the same as training as your career.
No, he trained multiple times with Freddie Roach for a few fights.
I'm gonna smack you.
And Freddie Roach even said, he actually got some skills. He said first he didn't think so, but then...
Again, he's a good striker in the MMA rings. You ever see Anderson knock somebody out? That shit is funny.
Yeah.
But it's still not the same, man. It's not the same training. And it's hard to relearn that stuff. If Anderson had been a lifelong boxer, he kills Jake Paul in that ring, even at his advanced age. It's just it's a whole different set of skills.
Just for the record, I have to point out I have no idea what either of you are talking about right now.
Boxing.
Yeah, I know that, but there's a lot of words here, and I don't know who any of these people are.
Did Tommy have Fury? Did he have an amateur career?
I'm not sure. I know his pro career looked amateur because he was fighting MMA fighters too.
Because that'll be a big difference too. If he did not have an actual amateur career, because that's where you learn a lot of your fundamentals is in the Jake is so.
Nah, he ain't got no amateur career. I just looked it up.
All right, so okay, maybe that one could go either way.
You got exhibitions.
How many exhibition fights?
1.
Yes, yeah. That's not the same as having an amateur career. You got 15, 20 amateur fights, then move to professional. It's a lot different. Abraham Goldbergwit. Monkey, I know I'm your accountant, but you'd have to be a putz to buy stock in ranch dressing. I've had it with these Sugar requests. Anyway, I'll see you on Yom Kippur. Don't forget the fuck. I don't know what that word is. Manischewitz. This time, shalom. Shalom to you as well. I don't actually have a financial advisor. I don't have the money for a financial advisor. I would have to go into a financial advisor and say, how do I get financials? We have a weirdo on our screen. Let's talk about them.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. I'm going to count that as 3 warning signs from this one.
I couldn't tell if that was 1 nose ring or 3.
It's a weird new style of nose ring they've been wearing. That hooks through.
Wow.
Yeah, it kind of looks like a cartoon drawn nose. I don't know why.
It's like a spider web to catch boogers.
They desperately need some chapstick because I count 2 different cuts in their bottom lip.
Yeah.
I'm not going to call these problematic glasses, but they're pretty close. Pretty close.
Those are the new wave problem glasses. They look like something my mom wore back in like 78.
All right.
That's crazy.
Let's hear what this one has to say.
So when I worked at a place,
When I worked at a place.
Yeah, when you go out and you work at a place and do some things and some stuff.
Is this whole video going to be this fucking vague?
No, it's going to be this stupid.
Is that a sticker? They, them?
Yes.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
Yeah, gotta get them pronouns out there.
My pronoun is Batman.
Nice. Good choice.
I was just now coming into my gender identity, and so I was telling employees that I worked with whenever they misgendered me, I was correcting them. It took me a long time to get to that place because I am not a person that enjoys conflict.
But you couldn't just shut the fuck up, right?
There's a big old X. I don't enjoy conflict. Right. Sure.
I was just coming into my gender identity. I thought this shit was stuff they knew from birth.
It's supposed to be.
For some of them, it is. Others, they come into it like a blossoming flower, and that's when they find their pronouns.
Like a blossoming flower.
Yeah. See, they metamorphosize. They go from a caterpillar to a butterfly, a gender-neutral butterfly that has to hunt down the key pieces of its identity, like a scavenger hunt, like you're Luke Skywalker putting his lightsaber together.
That sounds crazy.
Right?
Let people misgender and walk all over me all day, every day. But
how many times a day were they getting a chance to misgender you?
Well, I'm curious to know how many times this individual listened in on other people's conversations, because that's the only way that's going to come up, is when other people are talking about you, not to you.
I mean, you could have, sir or ma'am, that could do it. But otherwise, yeah, we've talked about this so many times, guys. When people are talking, my pronouns are, you shouldn't be listening when I'm using those pronouns because those are things. She is something I say when I'm talking about you, not to you.
Exactly my point.
All right.
Thank you, Ebony. These they, them folks seem to have very empty lives. No, it's filled with they and them. There's a whole bunch of people involved there. They and them.
Then I'm never alone because I'm a they, them.
I fucking hate these people. All right, come on, weirdo.
My support system, and especially my wife,
Should have known. All right.
encouraged me, and I finally got to a place where I felt comfortable correcting people kindly. I was not ever trying to offend anyone. Anyway, basically, they reported me to HR.
That's called karma, bitch.
This bitch is annoying me with her pronouns. It's fucking irritating.
And HR told me verbatim, unfortunately I didn't record it, that I could not police how people were speaking about me. That I could.
See right there, about me, not to me, about me.
Yeah, she was tone policing. She got busted for tone policing. Their own stupid ass rules bit her in the ass.
Stop listening into my conversations, you nosy bitch.
Yeah, you're just an eavesdropper. You're just like the local, what do they call them? Not tattletales, but just the local busybody of the office. That's all you are.
Dude, the first time she winded me, I would have made a point of any time she was near talking about her and using her wrong pronoun loudly.
I wouldn't even talk to her.
No, not to her, dude. About her.
I would actively avoid every conversation about this person because
Facts.
I'm irritated.
Wave it off like a fart.
No, I'd be like, "Ah, damn it, here she comes."
I was just singing Sixpence None the Richer. Here she comes. There she goes again.
Hey, you took it back.
You tell them how to talk about me, because apparently requesting appropriate pronouns for me is policing how people speak.
Yes, it's literally policing how people speak.
Facts.
What the fuck you mean? Apparently, apparently the sun is hot.
Yeah, I like how she's like so offended by this. Like, how am I in trouble just for bullying everyone into doing what I want?
This person's an idiot.
Doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but I've also had a lot of cisgender people push back on me whenever I do correct them mid-sentence.
I don't like that term.
Wait.
I don't either.
Wait. Did she, when I correct them mid-sentence, so they're talking to somebody else about you and your bitch ass interrupts?
Yes. Yeah, it took me a minute to catch that one because it's like, wait a minute.
When I correct them mid-sentence.
Excuse me, I know I'm not in this conversation, but it's they/them. Address me correctly. We wasn't addressing you. It doesn't matter.
Ain't nobody talking to you, weirdo.
Christ.
Beast Boy, you said you didn't like the word cisgender.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely not. Yeah, I'm not a fan of it.
Have you ever seen where that comes from?
Oh, God.
Nah.
It comes from a pedo.
Huh?
A pedophile came up with that word.
Oh, yeah.
He was a sex researcher. I'm looking for the link right now, and I'll actually give you the link on that.
What?
Yeah, he came up with that term, and that's where it got popularized.
I thought it was supposed to be like some science drink.
It's actually a misuse of a, what is it, guys? Is it physics or chemistry? I always get it wrong.
I think it's chemistry.
Cis and trans in this other science, they're opposite terms like that, and so they grabbed onto cis because trans. Get it? Yeah. They just chemistry. Thank you, guys. And pedo boy made it a thing.
Yeah, he was. He also created the term pedosexual, if I remember correctly. Yeah.
What? They in jail?
No, he was a sex researcher.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah,
that's crazy. He worked for Hunter Avalon?
No, but Hunter has used his work.
That makes sense.
No, I don't think it was John Money. It was a guy associated with him.
Well, yeah, wasn't it John Money's underling? I forget his name.
Yeah.
It comes up.
Crazy.
It comes up in the What Is a Woman documentary that Matt Walsh did. The guy's name, yeah.
German sexologist, Volker Singschutz or something. I dropped the link. It's the last link in our side chat as well as in the public chat. I like to drop that one whenever this comes up because more people need to know where these terms are coming from and what kind of sick, degenerate scum are pushing this crap.
Yeah, John Money's the one who just tried basically normalize this whole trans thing with the experiment on the two boys who eventually killed themselves.
Yeah.
Oh, that's horrible.
Do you know about John Money?
No.
Oh, dude.
That is a dark rabbit hole, which I think everybody should be aware of, but it's really disturbing.
Yeah, we'll skip that for tonight's show, but I do encourage you to look up John Money and his sex research and what he did to those two boys. It's disturbing, and
crazy.
He is the father of modern trans bullshit.
Yeah,
he really is.
Yeah.
Anyhow, yeah, sex researchers back then, they were pretty fucking disgusting. Pretty fucking disgusting. They're not even the only ones. So let's get back to this interrupting bitch. It's kind of fun to interrupt her for a change. How do you like it?
Also had a lot of cisgender people push back on me whenever I do correct them mid-sentence.
That's rude.
Assume that I'm jumping down their throat and they jump on the defensive real quick. And it's literally just me saying, they, them. And they'll go, what? And I'll say, they. They said that. That's it. That's the whole correction.
In mid-sentence when they're not talking to you, you fucking twat.
They, them.
That's her telling. If somebody did that shit to me, I'm in the middle of talking and you just spout off too, I'm going to get annoyed.
You facts.
I don't understand why they reported me.
They, them.
Them.
You're just sitting in your cubicle talking to someone, and all of a sudden, from the, two cubicles over, you hear they, them.
Right?
That's crazy. I would throw something over there.
Right?
Would not tell me who it was. And so they respected that person's request for anonymity. I assume because they thought that I would come at them some kind of aggressive way.
What would give them that fucking idea?
Maybe her constant interruptions in other people's conversations.
Sweetheart, it is just normal in HR situations for them not to tell you who the complainant was. It's not because they were protecting him from the they-them monster.
Although, dare to dream.
I've had to have those conversations and who said it? I can't tell you. That's just how it is. It's
True.
to stop retaliation, you dumb bitch.
Facts.
But she knows everything, so what do I know?
She don't know nothing. I think her glasses are fake too. It's just to make it look smart.
Yeah, it won't surprise me.
Even though I'm the biggest pacifist when it comes to these kinds of interactions. Anyway, I sobbed that entire day.
Good.
Just that day.
I hope it's real. I hope you cried all day long.
At work. I sobbed the whole first hour. The way HR handled it was not appropriate. I felt like my requests for gender was dismissed.
Yeah, because it's stupid.
I'm sorry, you can just request gender?
Yes.
That's crazy.
What the fuck does that even... Never mind.
Man. I would troll so hard with that. I'm telling you. They're going to address me as Batman.
Yes.
Yeah, this person
Bruce,
would be crying every time they saw me.
Dangerous Spaces, thank you so much. Excuse me. They is a really annoying bitch. Fair enough. They, them. They, them is a really annoying bitch.
Yeah. I like the smug attitude that she should have been validated and everybody else's concerns. Fuck right off with that.
Yeah.
You pussy. But me, You gotta do what I want.
I'm requesting gender. Is it? Can you do that like at a drive-through?
Let me get a number 2 beside a gender.
Maybe in
They
Thailand.
/them. Oh, that's crazy. That's a hell of a drive-through right there.
All right.
I felt disrespected. I felt like I couldn't even.
I'm sorry. I keep having to stop her. You are interrupting people's conversations you are not a fucking part of, and you felt disrespected.
Yeah, it's her gender, monkey. It's her entire identity is based on this stupid they them nonsense.
I felt disrespected when I was being disrespectful to people.
How dare you? How dare you turn that back on me? Real quick. Thank you, Frosted Glass. Okay. Thanks, Frosted.
We good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Gender was dismissed. I felt disrespected. I felt like I couldn't even walk in the room with my employees or my fellow employees and not feel like everyone was staring at me because I didn't know who it was.
I guarantee you, if it made it to HR, they were all doing it. They were making fun of you constantly behind your back.
Oh, that's facts.
Because you're that annoying bitch who keeps saying they, them for no reason.
They, them. They're going to start calling her that for real.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's her name. They, them.
It destroyed me when it comes to workplace and enforcing my gender. So I don't do it anymore at all.
Enforcing? Jesus Christ.
I would absolutely start using it as I'll respect your pronouns, sure. All right, so I've got a project here. It's who's in charge of that one? Yeah, it's they them. Let's say it like that every single time.
They them.
They're gonna do it.
All right.
It destroyed me when it comes to workplace and enforcing my gender. So I don't do it anymore at all, out of fear that HR will take side with cisgendered people as opposed to me.
What? Don't be a twat about it. That's what it was. Look, it's not that you were doing it. It's that you were being a fucking bitch about it, and interrupting people and listening in on conversations you weren't a part of.
She just had to make sure, monkey. She's just screening people for their conversations and making sure they said the right thing. Why is that bad? Why is that? I don't appreciate this. I'm reporting HR to HR.
Do trans people just like hang out in the bushes and behind walls, just waiting to jump out to correct you when you talk about them?
Apparently.
Just pop out. They them? And then hop back in the bushes?
What gets me is her boss had to have taken issue with this because she's not doing her fucking job. She's busy monitoring what everybody else is saying.
She's like Keenan Allen Wayans in Don't Be a Menace instead of message. She pop up with they them.
They them? Oh, that's funny.
I love that movie. One of my favorite movies of all time. If you've never seen it, I promise you it's worth a watch.
It's a classic.
My wife doesn't like it because me and my little brother, we quote it. We've watched it so many times we can do it word for word. One of my favorite movies. That is probably their best outing, the Wayans brothers. Whether you like any of the other ones, I like White Chicks is pretty good.
That was dope. I'm gonna get you, sucker.
I'm gonna get you, sucker is probably my favorite of all of theirs.
That shit is hilarious. So they kept wearing gold chains.
How you go to the bathroom with all that shit on? But Don't Be a Menace is a lot more relatable to people born these days.
Yeah.
Because I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker is based on 70s blaxploitation films. And if you've never seen those, a lot of the jokes are lost.
True.
But anyway,
you were deprived as a child.
You really were. And you should. Go watch Blackula, you guys.
Blackula? Oh no.
Yeah,
that's a real movie.
Blackula, Scream.
I know.
Blackenstein. Those were all classics. Grew up with those on the one station out of Detroit used to play that shit all the time. It was great. I saw so many great blaxploitation films. It was on before Chopsaki Theater, and when Chopsaki Theater was on, we had the monster movies. So I got Godzilla.
The one that Elvira hosted.
Yeah, Elvira. Yeah, all kinds of good stuff. Italian horror films.
I like
Good old days.
Elvira.
Yeah, all of us young men liked Elvira.
Word.
She had the greatest movies.
Facts.
There was a lot of
Real good
personality there.
movies. Perky movies.
This fucking weird thing is still on my screen. Let's finish her real fast. I'm sorry, they, them. I don't want her jumping out of my fucking bushes. She's hiding in my refrigerator over there.
They, them.
As opposed to me. So respecting a person's anonymity when they reported something in this scenario made me feel isolated, attacked, targeted, made me feel like I was no longer part of the team. So,
well, that's what you did to yourself, sweetheart.
No, this is other people's fault. It's always other people's fault. It's never my fault because I'm an interrupter bot who eavesdrops. No, it's other people's faults.
They, them. I'm going to start doing that to you all the time.
There you go.
All right, Jack, we talked about Roald Dahl last night.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah. They're changing all of his books, and apparently Oompa Loompas aren't fat anymore.
Oompa Loompas not fat.
I don't know. They're changing all of his books to make them more PC and modern day, and it's nonsense. It doesn't need changed. It's not offensive. It's not insulting, but they're like, oh, he said fat. Fuck you. Go hang out with they, them, and cry together.
You're shaming the Tubbos. What are you doing?
On the other hand, any of you who have original copies, hang on to them for a couple of years. You'll be able to get some money out of them.
Yeah, you might have to trade them for silver or bullets because, they'll be black market for material only, forbidden on places like Amazon.
Ebony asks, why is society so soft? Because we built it that way.
So we accommodate dum-dums too much.
We don't have enough adversity, so we can be soft. Thank you. I pwn all noobs because I rock. Hey, Monkey, wish me luck on my 2 midterms Friday. I'm not going to do that to you because when I wish people luck, bad things happen.
Oh, damn.
It's true. I try not to wish people luck because every time I do, they fail. So try your hardest. I'm sure you got this. How about that? I'm sure you got this. That's how I say it instead. No, it's true. I noticed that happening over and over again. I'm like, I got to stop.
Final Destination type shit.
I don't look. It's probably just a coincidence, but I'm enough of a sports fan that I believe in a little bit of superstition. So I just don't do it. I wish them well instead.
That's why we all get nervous when he falls asleep.
Oh, I try.
Every time he goes, like, I'm going to bed, bad shit happens. Like we were watching the riots together over in Portland. He's like, nothing's going on. I'm going to bed. He'd go to bed, and 5 minutes later, something would be on fire.
Shit would pop off as soon as I went to sleep, dude.
Every single time.
That's crazy.
Cops would be in a fight with someone immediately. Like he's like, all right, I'm out of here. Nothing's happening. Next thing you know, there's like tear gas and truncheons flying, people throwing rocks at the cops. I'm like, oh shit, it's just popping off.
What the hell? Is this what happened in your dreams?
No, it's just
and then it came into reality.
I was asleep when January 6th popped off. I was asleep when the earthquakes happened the other week. Bad shit happens when I go to sleep, man.
Yeah, if he ever gets like 8 full hours, I worry about nuclear war.
Oh no! Yeah, you guys keep him awake.
That's my theory.
It does get worse the longer I sleep. If I only sleep for 4 hours, if I do get sick, 6 to 8 hours, bad shit always happens.
That's crazy.
Speaking of which, real quick, did you see there was another quake over there in Turkey?
Yeah, I figured you fell asleep.
I did. I was actually sleeping again. I got to stop doing that. But yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to wrap up here. I have video games to go play. Go over onto twitch.tv/rantingmonkey. Be playing some Phasmo with Bubba. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the donations. You guys are really, really awesome. Jack, I'm going to let our guest go first. BX Beast Boy, anything you'd like to chill out tonight?
Check out my videos, man.
Check out both BX Beast Boy, that's his main channel, and then BX Beast Boy Reacts, that's his second, or is that your third? You have a couple of channels, right?
I got mad channels. I got the music channel, BX Beast Boy Music, and Fang Gang TV, which is where I just do a bunch of bullshit that's not important.
Go to BX Beast Boy, and you'll see it linked on the main page. Scroll down, you'll see his other channels linked there. Jack, anything you want to show?
No, I haven't done anything. I've been trying to get videos done for a while now, and it's just nothing's working out. I should have something up tomorrow for the patrons, but beyond that, I got nothing.
You are the worst shillers I've ever had on the show together.
Yeah, I know.
That's crazy. I do like 1,000 videos a day, man. It's like,
just go watch his shit. That's what he's saying. No. I will be over on twitch.tv/rantingmonkey. We'll be playing Phasmophobia, me and my favorite hobo, Bubba Hotep. And yeah, we'll be over there very shortly because I know what we just said, but I do need sleep. I am exhausted. So we're not going to be doing a Hogwarts stream tonight. I'm just too tired for it, guys. So we'll get the Phasmo done. And okay, I don't want to say we're not going to do it. I'm not planning on it right now. With that, guys, thanks for watching. Jack, Beast, pleasure as always, gentlemen.
Oh, yeah. Likewise, man. Thanks for having me.
Guys, have a wonderful night. We'll see y'all next time.
See you
Bye,
guys.
everybody.
This is the end of the show song. Sometimes I sing about my pretty dong.